Hey everybody, 47 Mark IV here, and welcome back to Horizons 3. I've been doing a little bit of work since last time. Got myself tripled up on the void ore miners. Added a lot more of these transmitters. I mean, I still have tons and tons to go, but power generation, 92,000 RF a tick. Yeah, we're good. I just got to drag this power into the base, but I don't really need it at the moment. I got a couple of things I want to get done today, a couple of things to look at. So let's jump right into that. So I think right here, I'll get to this in a minute. This stuff. So these are all negative abilities, and I got a comment. I got a comment from a guy named Christian that said, you should use these. They're not negative for you. And if you read, it'll show you, what it's talking about. Let's just move that out of the way. And so, I've always stopped right here reading this going, well, it says slowness. Well, let's take a peek. Right there. Entities in the area move slower. Oh, they're all positive effects for me. So you know what? We're going to get all of this stuff. Sure, mining fatigue, why not? Blindness, we'll make entities blind. We'll make them weak. Yeah, lots of weakness. There we go. Lots of weakness, lots of slowness. I mean, let's do it all, right? I think that was that. Yeah, and then here's some more. Nauseous, sure, why not? I mean, let's make it as hard for the entities to get a hold of us as possible. I did find fertility and more magnetize, and I really want this one. I like being a magnet. More strength, yeah, I'll take that. Even more strength. Why can't I put this one on? Level 1 of 5. Oh, I already have strength 5. Oh, no. Okay. Well, back on the table you go. Oh, I'm glad I checked the table. Regeneration? I think so. More magnets? Yep. Resistance? Yep. More resistance? Sure. Excellent. We're getting pretty overpowered. I mean, look at all this stuff we got going on. I really like that. All right. Over here, I'm having to use the waystones a lot. Every time I log in, I have got to go to the Nether because for some reason in this version of the pack, and I updated to 1.20, some things don't work right. Chunk loading is broken. Like, let's see, how can I show you? If I come here, you see it says claim chunks 48, but loaded chunks 1. Well, I keep chunk loading my base, and you can see the chunk loading in the lower right-hand corner is changing. But the red outline isn't there. It doesn't hold. I don't know. Something's wrong here. So I got to go to the Nether every time I log in and go reset the lava pump. But I want this warp stone because I've been using the warp stones to get back and forth. Fastest possible way. All right. Let's see. That's to do in just a minute. This is kind of a neat thing that I wanted to show you. So I've been playing with the blocks, and let's go downstairs. And I made this little arrangement over here. So above us is all the calculator stuff. And the calculator stuff, I'm not sure, is reading out RF per tick correctly. So this is telling me that it's only taken 4.73 RF a tick to run this stuff. But, if I run them all, it pulls down refined storage. Something is acting weird. And then at the same time, I saw these blocks were coming in from the void miner, and I wanted to play with them. Like, what do you do with oil sand? And so what we're going to do is I created another little power gen. And I want to get a couple of things here. Let me get some flux ducts. So I created a little power gen that we're probably just going to isolate calculator onto, and that way if it runs out of power, whatever. But I wanted to show you this power gen right here. So this is oil sand, right? If you take oil sand and hit uses, you can pulverize it and you get this stuff, whatever. You can melt it down with this, not a big deal. But if you put it in a magma crucible, you get crude oil. And then you take that crude oil, and if you put that in a fractionating still, you get naphtha and a tar ball. And we know from the tree farm that you can take these solids and you can burn them in steam dynamos. And then you can take this naphtha and you can turn it into refined fuel. And refined fuel in a compression dynamo, one bucket gives you 2 million RF. Well, that's if you have a compression dynamo without all of these extra augments. So I put in this ignition plug augment, which greatly increases power generation and efficiency, but restricts me only to refined fuel, and then some fuel catalyzers. So what we got going on is a magma crucible that I'll stick this oil sand into, that will then put it into a fractionating still, and I put auxiliary sieves on this because I want as many tar balls as possible. The tar balls will go out to the back, and I've got the boiler turbine assembly going on here. And again, fuel catalyzers. And then the liquid will go from one fractionating still to another fractionating still. It makes extra sulfur, which goes to this drawer, and then into this compression dynamo. So what I wanted to do is, let's take this off. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right, well, we'll fix it later. I want to see if I can, yeah, right there. Let's self-power this thing. I want to see how much RF one piece, let's see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, we'll just bring this guy down, and I guess I'll pop a hole right there, and we're just going to self-power, right? I want to see how much power I can possibly get out of one oil sand. I thought it was just a fun little experiment to do. And so I'm going to put a brand new energy cell on here, and we'll tell it, yeah, we're going to tell it to input everywhere and only output off the top. And that way it's going to absorb power, feed that power back around to power these machines. And I think that's where this one goes to. So I just want to isolate this machine from everything else. I think that's right. Oh, and the tar balls I could actually burn in this petrified fuel generator. It makes 40 RF a tick and goes for 45 seconds and technically makes more power than this double setup right here. But this double setup is going to get me 480 RF a tick, and that one gets me 40. So while it technically makes more volume of RF, I wanted a little bit more throughput. So this is what we're going to do is I've got that guy, and I want to replace my power cells and upgrade them all. So we might as well start with a brand new, empty, fully upgraded power cell. Holds 50 million RF, and I guess it's got 115,000 in it right now. Yeah, I don't know where the 115,000 came from. Must have been a little extra left in the line. But we're going to chuck this one piece in here, and, we'll let it cook up, and it's going to take a while. All right, there's the 1 bucket of crude oil. Fractionating still is doing its thing. It sent it over here as naphtha. Right, this one's doing its thing. I didn't bother upgrading these because I didn't get any other bonus from this one. And there we go. We're generating 480 RF a tick there. And this guy is going to occasionally run for another 480 RF a tick. And we'll come back later on and see how much power that one block made. I thought that was kind of neat. Let's see. Other things I've left myself. I'm going to leave the elevator down so I don't forget. Is these guys right here. The cactus. So last time I said, hey, I need to go make a cactus farm. Well, I did, but I made a different one than I usually would make. This is my cactus farm. Like, I was going to make a standard vanilla cactus farm, and then I thought about it. I'm like, well, I could always make a fence post farm, and then I can use this block right here, the item collector, and just throw it into a drawer. Now, I don't have to have flowing water or anything else, and this guy should be big enough, right? It's picking up wherever the cactus could fall. I thought that was kind of neat, kind of different as a cactus farm. And then I took these guys out and I stuck them into drawers. I'm making a lot of diamonds, right? We got 21 stacks of flawless diamonds. Oh, and that reminds me, we got to fill up my calculator. Let's go over here and let's see. 2,500 hunger points. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm going to grab like 1,000 because, why not? And that'll hold me for quite a time. And then we'll go over here to health points, and there's another 27, almost 2,800. And that's automatic food and heal. I'm going to take like 1,000 hearts with me. Man, these trees are overpowered. Very, very cool. All right, so that's kind of what I wanted to get to start with. I'm going to chuck this cactus in here because I always need cactus green. And then so I don't forget, I will leave this extra power cell right there. And we'll throw these guys back in. All right. Thing I want to do today is I've converted this room over here. I took out the wood floor and I put in stone because I'd like to explore Embers a little bit. Never really played with this mod, but why not? Let's take a look. So I've been peeking in the book here, and this one tells you, hey, it makes ores in the world. This one tells you that you're going to need a hammer. Okay, let's make the hammer. It's not a really good deal to use this hammer for making plates, but I guess I need this for the mod. So we got a hammer. All right, come back here. This one's going to tell me about pipes. So lead pipes transport items. Pipes can only insert to tanks or inventories. And you've got to make a pump to get things out of inventories. Oh yeah, iron is fluids. Okay. And then these are gauges? Oh no, this is a way of measuring the density of energy. So what is this thing called? You found a way to create a device capable of measuring. Atmospheric gauge. Okay. Atmospheric. All right, there's an atmospheric gauge. We'll take this with us. Again, not an expert here, don't know what it does. Whoa, okay. I guess this must tell me something. Let's take a peek here. Dials, so this is how to get information off from tanks. Easy. Caminite. So I have a feeling I'm going to need a bunch of this material. Right, so ceramic from clay and sand, and is the base, I think it's the base material for the mod. And then we're going to need this machine right here. This is the Ember bore. And this will dig up ember crystals from deeper in the earth. And I believe that's below the bedrock. So, oh wait, that was going to tell me something. Hoppers and other item transporters must be used to extract and insert fuel from the bore. Alright, so to extract, iron is fluid, so we need lead pipes. Alright, so let's try some of this. Let's make an ember bore. Ember bore, like that. And never done this before? Okay, so I'm going to need a mechanical core, which is a lead plate. And, I've been making some plates on the side. Yeah, right over here, I've got a plate press. There's iron, so we'll make lead. And I'll let the rest of those work. Okay, so let's go back. Maybe bore? Yeah, bore's a fast way there. And I got one of these compasses out of a plant. Alright, so I got mechanical core. And these stairs, which are caminite bricks, which is caminite, which is Camonite Blend, which is all of this. Yeah, that seems like a lot. Let's make like 2 stacks of this stuff. And do you go in a furnace? Yes, you do. And you're a furnace too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure both of these furnaces go to refined storage. All right, so while those cook up, right, let's go back here. We need let's see, we need 4 bricks. That gets us, hold on. We need 4 stairs, so 6 bricks will get us 4 stairs. All right, got enough to do that. There we go, 4 stairs. And I think we got it all. All right, we have an ember bore. Might as well chuck those plates in there. And let's get a pipe. Right, fluid pipe? No, item pipe. So I need more lead plates. All right, good thing we made a bunch. There's a whole bunch of lead plates. I got to put that on auto crafting. I mean, I could go the other way around and I could make Embers lead plates. But I'm pretty sure it was 4 ingots and the hammer. Like, not a good deal. So let's make these item pipes and maybe a chest. We got a diamond chest. Let's take it with us. And let's go see. Let's take this gauge and all of this stuff and let's go to bedrock. And you know, I know exactly where some good bedrock is. Remember this mine? Well, look at this bedrock down here. We got all this room. I knew I was going to use it for something. All right, so my gauge tells me that this is okay. Oh, gauge is telling me that this is better. Seems like it's going up still. Oh, all right. Still going up. I got to be careful because there's probably creepers and whatnot above me. All right, looks like I might have to mine here a little bit. Let's turn this into hammer mode and let's destroy some stuff. All right, so let's go back to this gauge. I mean, that's got to be pretty good, right? That looks like it's pegged out. Well, it looks like it keeps going. I don't know. Let's veer off this way and see if it's any better. All right, so a couple of torches. Let's see what the gauge says now. Like, I feel like that's about as good as it's going to get. It was better over here. So, you know, let's go right here. Right? Like, there's bedrock. Let's make ourselves some room. I don't know how much room this guy takes. And, you know, I can't resist a little bit of silent gems while I'm right here. And a couple of torches. All right. So, let's set this guy down. Oh! That thing's huge! Alright. Oh, I'm going to need more chests or a hopper to get fuel in there. I forgot to bring the hopper. Alright. Nope. Lava. Okay. Let's make it a little safer to walk through here. Because we're going to have to come back. Yeah, right like that. Alright, let's go back and let's grab a hopper. And I think it runs off coal. Alright, so a hopper. Hey, I have one. And we'll grab, I don't know, let's grab like 4 stacks maybe. Yeah, just like that. And we'll chuck back into the system that extra stuff we picked up. And then back down to the mine. Alright, back over here. I knew I'd end up using this place for something. That thing's huge. Alright, so can I hopper into the top of you? What if I give you coal? Okay, you look like you're doing something. You look like you're doing something. Can I item pipe out of you? No. No. Maybe I was supposed to pipe out of there. That looks like the thing. Are you both in and out? Like, if I put a chest there, could I hopper into any part of you. I don't feel like I can. What if I... See, I feel like if I hopper right here, that they're going to go in the chest. Well, maybe not. Okay, maybe this is actually going to do something. Let's check the book. Let's check the book and see what it says. This right here. It will not... Right? Normal furnace fuel must be placed at a position where the blades of the bore can touch bedrock. Maybe it goes up a block. Hoppers and other item transporters must be used to extract and insert crystals, fuel and crystals from the bore. I don't know. Does it go up a block? Like, let's play and let's learn. Let's set this guy up one block, and let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, I can take that block out, and yeah, I'm going to make myself just a little bit more room. All right, let's try this again. So I'm going to take this and put it there. And the chest, and the hopper, give it some coal. I feel like you should be doing something. I don't know, I figured it would be going. Don't you think it would go? Maybe it really does have to sit right on the bedrock. Let's see. Oh, wait, I got Ember Shards. How did I get Ember Shards? I bet you got Ember Shards in the original configuration, and I was right the first time. All right, so let's put you back down here, and let's put back everything the way it was. Trust your instinct. You were probably right. All right, right there. Have some coal. Yeah, I feel like there should be another input or output on here. But these guys just didn't connect. Yeah, they didn't connect anywhere else. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll come back and check this thing, but I got a couple of shards. Let's see what this is doing. And, you know, while I'm right here, I guess I'll claim and kind of chunk load this area. And we'll come back and see what happens here. I don't know of any other way to get stuff out of it. I don't know. Whoa, what happened to the Ember Boar? It's back in my inventory. Alright. I don't know. Something just feels weird. What happens if I look at you with this gauge? I don't know. Is it sucking up all the ember? Let's go make the other things and see what happens. We'll come back. This is part of exploring a mod. Alright, so we'll go home. And let's look at the codex. So the codex says, back over here, here's the ember. Crystals, they come in several sizes. The smaller is a shard. And blah, blah, blah. Through the immolation of these crystals, you may be able to activate the power within. Okay. And so that's this thing, the Ember Activator. Simply insert crystals into the bottom of the device using a hopper. How do you insert into the bottom with a hopper? And then with a fiery burst, ember will appear in the copper cage atop the machine. Okay. So that's this guy, the Ember Activator. Activator. Right? Ember Activator. Well, I mean, that's pretty easy. Let's make one of these guys. And apparently this mod likes hoppers. Alright, so let's put it over here, and let's just see what happens. And I got a thought. What if I put that down first? Put that on top of it. And then I could come over here like this and put a hopper on it like that. right? Like, what if I give it... I'll give it this little shard. I don't feel like you're doing anything. Let's look at the book. Let's look at the book. Let's see. Simply insert crystals and shards into the bottom. Soon marked by a fiery burst. Activated ember will appear in the top. Maybe that wasn't enough. Maybe that wasn't enough for it. Alright, well, you can have that guy. Nope, that's just my silent gems charging me. I'm not sure. Let's make some gauges. Gauge. I have trouble with this word. Right? No, that was an atmospheric gauge. What did they call it? This right here. A dial. Yeah, let's make some dials. Oh. Ember dial and a fluid dial. Let's make one of each. Again, let's play around with the mod. Oh, I ran out of compasses. Alright, so let's make this and let's see what these guys do. I don't know, this doesn't feel right. Okay, fluid dial doesn't seem to be doing anything there. What about up there? No, doesn't seem to do anything. What about an ember dial? Do I need this thing? Nope. Oops. Well, that wasn't good. What about ember dial up here? Okay. We got something. That tells me how much ember we have. An ember activator. Let me look. I want to look at the block that was just below it. A pressure refinery. It can refine crystalline ember. Can get much higher yields. Water and ember, lava and fire. But I'm willing to bet you that I got to do something here. So let's look at the recipe for a pressure refine. Yeah, that guy. Well, I mean, I could make that. But I'd really like this guy to do something. Let's go see if we got more embers ready. Right here. So, the mine. Let's go take a look. I gotta clean up all this stuff that's here. I just haven't gone mining like crazy. Nothing. And clearly this guy had fuel. Let's pick him up again. I didn't get any embers for doing that. There's nothing in there. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is let me play around with this for a few minutes and see what's going on, and I'll come right back to you. I'll see you in just a second. All right, so a bit of research later. You know, this is apparently going to be one of these mods that's not as well documented as it seems. Doesn't say anywhere in here about some of this stuff. All right, well, here's what we got. We have a mechanical core, which I guess is like a 5-way kind of valve. And then I've got an item extractor, which apparently needs redstone. And so that's going to take out the embers and stick them in the chest. And then the hopper will put fuel in here. And, you know, look at the gauge. We're tapping out all the ember that's in this area. And I guess once this is out, we'll have to pick this guy up and move it. But I literally just finished this, so we've got a couple of shards. And let's take this back up to the base. And I probably should pick up and move the waystone. Maybe I'll do that when I come back. And we'll go into our ember area, and I have a feeling that when they said bottom, they didn't actually mean bottom. They meant the lower portion of the machine. So we'll put that there. We'll put that there. You can have one. And there's the ember flame. All right, so we got the basic going on. We've got a little bit, no, not fluid. This one, ember. There we go. So I got 400 ember. I've accomplished something in the mod. I'm going to keep playing around with it, see if I can figure out a little bit more. But hey, it's a start. Never done it before, and got this much going on. So I think I'm going to call it there for the day. Pretty good episode. Almost forgot to check on the power. Before we finish up, survey says got 4 million RF from one block. You know what? That's all right for power. I think I'm going to use this as the power generation for calculator. Why not? So that's it for me today. I'm 47 Mark IV. I hope you enjoyed. I'd appreciate any likes or comments that you want to leave me, and I will see you in the next episode.